Now today also the Kenya Film Classification Board had a forum to basically assess how the COVID-19 pandemic has affected the film industry and generally the creative sector in the country. A forum that provided an opportunity to also discuss how to ensure continuity of business in the creative sector post-COVID-19. Joining us now live from Hilton Gardens in Machakos County is none other than Yusuf Farah to give us more details of what came out of this particular meeting. A very good afternoon, Yusuf. What do you have for us with regards to the plans by the Kenya Film Classification Board?
Good afternoon, Asafin. We are at the Hilton Gardens Hotel in Machakos County, where the KFCB is meeting to deliberate on matters as far as COVID-19 business model is concerned, so as to revamp the film industry in the country. Now, joining me is Board CEO Dr. Ezekiel Mutua, who will be explaining to us the plans they have as far as the meeting today is concerned. Dr. Ezekiel, welcome.
Yeah, thank you very much. And we are so glad to have the national broadcaster, Channel 1, here with us. Thank you very much for giving us the opportunity. As you all know, the pandemic has affected many sectors of the economy, globally and here in Kenya as well. And there's no sector that has been as badly affected like the creative economy, which we regulate, the film industry, drama, film festivals, music, and so on, which rely on social gatherings and crowds to make their money. Since the COVID started, we are estimating that about 2 billion has been lost. But because of the films that were to come to Kenya that would have brought a lot of money, we estimate that if we were to get all the film that were to come to Kenya, probably this loss would go to upwards of 10 billion. Additionally, we end to have our cinema theaters closed. You know, we have eight major cinema theaters across the country, from Nyali, IMAX in Mombasa, 20th Century, all the ones that operate here in Nairobi and Kisumu. They have been closed, 300 jobs lost within that period, and about half a billion Kenya shillings in terms of revenue. So we are here now to discuss how do we get the industry to bounce back? How do we facilitate as a government ease of doing business so that when the protocols are relaxed or the economy is opened by His Excellency the President, when that happens, we will be ready as an industry to provide ease of doing business, create a facilitative environment for the industry to bounce back. So here we are discussing post-COVID-19 business strategy for the film industry and the creative economy. And the idea is to ensure that both development and regulation are discussed in the same wavelength, so that we do not allow development that is not regulated, particularly now that our children have access to technology, or there's more content online that is likely to undermine their moral values, so that we are balancing between content development and regulation of content to protect children from exposure to harmful content. But we're also saying COVID-19 as a silver lining. Because of the lockdown globally, and because there will be no much interaction immediately, we are now targeting promoting local content and encouraging consumption of local content. We are picking the model on Nollywood, and that's why we have Dr. Wale here from Nigeria, so that we can be able to synchronize with the model in Kenya and Nigeria. Nigeria established Nollywood, and Nollywood grew so fast to become the second highest earner of GDP in that country, because they consume their local content. They tell their own story. They thrive in their culture. If you blindfold somebody here and you throw them or you drop them in Nigeria, any part of Nigeria, you'll know that they're in Nigeria. Even when Dr. Wale, when you look at the way he's dressed, you can see this is a Nigerian. Not with us. We have been for far too long taken over by the globalization that we forgot our culture. And now we are telling our people, focus on our stories, on our culture, on our heritage, on our wildlife, on our fauna and flora, the beauty of this country, the untold stories about our people, our heroes, and let us create content that speaks about these values. But more importantly, that also is safe for consumption by our children, that it will not destroy their morals and destroy their values as they grow up. Then most importantly, we are saying because of the COVID protocols, because there could be another wave, you never know, God forbid, but because we can't relax completely, we will still have to keep social distance and wear masks and so on. We want to open new models of cinema going that is not restricted to a theater. where we can do drive-ins like we'll be doing this weekend, where CS Musheru is leading Kenyans to the Galleria to watch a film done by our local filmmakers called Uradi that will be showing there. And it will between 25th, 26th, and 27th, all roads lead to Galleria, where we are opening a new model of cinema going that is not closed door, but which is open. And we are hoping that working with the county governments, we are going to create mobile cinema units and our cinema mashinani, and working with KBC and the studio mashinani, that will take films to the people, films for the people, by the people, and open up studios, and with those mobile vans, be able to distribute content and let our people watch content in open air spaces, in the market, in school fields, in churches, so that we can promote the culture going. Because now blockbusters are not coming to Kenya as they used to be. Remember, we were to have blockbusters coming in March. That was postponed to May. May became July, and to date, we have not opened up the global blockbusters that are watched in the cinema theaters. What we are thinking is, thinking globally and acting locally will be the new model. Using technology to spur economic growth, especially in this sector, in terms of content creation, distribution, broadcasting, and exhibition, using technology will be the way to go. And then supporting our youth and creating incentives that will ensure that people are able to monetize their content online and make money through TikTok, through YouTube, through platforms that are coming up. But as they do so, do it in a clean way, that it doesn't have to be dirty. We don't have to have immoral, obscene content for it to sell. We are learning from a simple song by Master KG from South Africa called Jerusalem that has become a global craze, that you can create nice, simple content that makes you very popular, and it doesn't have to be dirty for you to become famous because you are singing dirty things. This is what we want to encourage our local creatives to do. So this meeting here, the next 2 days, we are discussing film development and film regulation. But we're also tying our approach to the national task force that has been set up by the Minister for ICT, Mr. Joe Musheru, that is going to develop a national film policy by December. We are aligning our thinking to the Kenya Film Commission, to the Communications Authority of Kenya, to KBC, to Film Department of Film Services, and all the other sectors are involved in this, in the regulation of this sector, to ensure that we have a national film policy that will create incentives and attract global big films that will be done in Kenya, so that Kenya can become a competitive film destination.
All right, thank you very much, Dr. Ezekiel Mutua. Nice having you on the show today.
Thank you very much.
Well, there you have it, Sofine, the plans that are set to revamp the industry, thinking globally but acting locally. We will be informing our viewers in our subsequent bulletins, but for now, it's back to you in studio.
Thank you so much, Yusuf Farah, for that update. Farah is speaking to the CEO of the Kenya Film Classification Board, Dr. Ezekiel Mutua, on plans that the board has to just revamp the film industry, the creative industry in our country that has been vastly affected by the COVID-19 pandemic, talking about job losses and losses that account to billions of shillings that the country has lost just since the outbreak of COVID-19 we witness it in the country. We will be giving you details about this 2-day meeting that actually is being hosted in collaboration with the Ministry of ICT as we progress.